So, my name is Avi Weisvogel. I am come to your office because I work on patients that have sleep apnea. Now, we all know this CPAP thing doesn't work. Send them to me because patients don't like CPAP and I can make them oral appliances. Okay? As a matter of fact, I'd like to talk to the doctor about this very idea. And I'm going to actually go talk to all the doctors in the neighborhood and tell them this exact thing. And before you know it, it's going to be raining patients. True or false? Not much of that statement was true, by the way. I did used to go around with that pitch. That was my idea. That was the idea that was taught to me. Go tell everyone you're the guy. Now, because you're a member of International Academy of Sleep and because you have access to better ideas, backed ideas, and plans that work, we know that things have to be different. Now, the pitch of send me your patients to doctors, by the way, who mostly don't care, versus the pitch of, hey, I got a great program for you, it's going to make your office some money, it's going to lead to healthier patients, and it's going to be pretty turnkey, so it's not going to take up your time. That pitch is compelling. Remember, we talked about this idea of a pitch meaning something coming to other people. So, what's the idea? What's the gist? Now, I can tell you that if you go around with pitch number one, the pitch of, hey, I'm a dentist and I do sleep apnea, you're going to get meetings really quick. You can get meetings with doctors pretty quick. They may be doctors who are science-based, and by the way, that's okay because that can always add. We want different layers of this program added in. What we don't really want is one way of doing everything. I think the goal should always be to go out with the other pitch. Now, it's much harder to get meetings with pitch number two, even though pitch number two offers something to that office. You would think that that's counterintuitive, that it would make more sense that you would get more meetings with pitch number two than pitch number one. But the reality is let's just say you went into 10 offices with the pitch of I'm a dentist and I'm a doctor, as a matter of fact, and I'd like to speak to Dr. So-and-so because I'm a doctor and us doctors, we talk. One pitch will get you in the door. Question is, what does it get you? And the other question is when we look at the consistency of what comes in the door from pitch number one, are you comfortable with that? With the not knowing whether patients are going to come into your office or not. Now, I clearly am not someone who was comfortable with the inconsistencies. I tried it for years, guys. From 1999 through 2009, I gave that pitch more than anyone. I was in early. I got the sleep apnea word out early. I did not have competition, and I still didn't get a lot of patients. On the other hand, when I figured a consistent way to bring the message across, things changed. Now, here's the reality of it. Pitch 2 will get you a lot of meetings when you get good at pitch 2. And pitch 2 requires confidence. I have seen so many amazing changes. And by the way, I'm going to single out a few people on this video. This is not meant to knock others down. It's meant to say, great freaking job. 3 amazing ladies who I have seen persistence from, change from all 3 of them, from someone who went out in one way when they first started, didn't let anything stop them, and made it through the hurdles. So pitch 2 comes out naturally. And they can talk pitch 2 to anyone. It doesn't mean that they're hiding that they're dentists. Everybody knows these 3 people in their area as dentists. The 3 women that I am talking about here, Katya Tomenko, Barbara Olek, and Dana Blaylock, kudos all 3 of you, withstood the initial, this is not comfortable. I don't like giving this pitch. I don't have the confidence in myself giving this pitch. They withstood it, made it past that, and now we're at the point where each one of them sees 20 patients or so a month, at the very least. And This is a fascinating phenomenon, by the way. When word starts spreading around without you, and you start getting referrals from doctors you don't know because you're spreading the word around at other doctors, this is how programs build, guys. Now, it is much harder to get from 0 to 20 than it is from 20 to 50. The 20 to 50 thing happens kind of on its own. You start getting offices from doctors. You start getting people sent to you from other doctors' offices. You have patients sending over patients. It's a really miraculous thing. And so I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to come to you and say, are you comfortable not being in control of your referrals? If you're comfortable with not being in control of your referrals and you're just going to wait around for patients, you can go on with option 1, pitch 1, till you're blue in the face. You'll get a few patients here and there. You're obviously going to get more patients than if you don't go out at all. But if you stick with pitch 2 and you go with pitch 2, and it doesn't mean you can't shift from management to treatment, but if you go out and you just dedicate yourself to pitch 2, you keep going with it, you will bear the fruits of labor every single time. I dare you to do it. Message for the day. Have a great one.